also recommend blocks or books underneath, or pillows or blankets or whatever underneath your thighs. So depending on your low back and its willingness to be in a back bend, you might need to also sit on something. So you put your bottom on the ground, or on the ground representative here. You get your bolster right up, just maybe an inch or two away from your bottom, and you lean back. Now, from here, you want to make sure that your low back doesn't get all pinchy and weird. That's the technical Sanskrit, pinchy and weird. Okay? And you allow yourself to feel shoulder blades falling to either side of your bolster, whatever the bolster is, pillows, blankets, and that your bottom is well supported. So you may or may not need a pillow or a blanket under your bottom. Soles of the feet together and the knees out. Again, this is the sensation from the groins outward through the inner thighs of release. This is a restorative posture, so it's the whole thing is release. You want to try to, as much as possible, encourage yourself to feel that same sense of groundedness, the same sense of connection to the earth that you felt earlier. Because these postures, all of what we do in yoga has a basis in attachment and aversion. So if it's hard for you to let go of controlling your environment and your circumstances, these postures are challenging. But it's more than just letting your body flop around too. There's a structure, there's a containment, and there's an awareness that we're cultivating to allow ourselves a mindful release and not having to be pushed to the point of exhaustion to actually be able to rest. Okay, so if you're like me and your chin is pointing toward the sky, you need a blanket under your head. If your arms rest and they don't touch down and it's just your hands kind of out onto the ground in this way, you need something underneath your forearms so that your shoulders can be relieved. And then you allow yourself, once you're arranged very, very specifically, very meticulously, you allow yourself the sense of being held so you don't have to do it anymore. And then gravity is productive in your form. So your head feels heavy and your brain, as if your brain were a muscle, you could relax. Your brain feels at ease. The sinuses and the mouth in the head are all open and receptive, feeling the skin of the face softened onto the bones. The spine is comfortably situated, supported on the bolster. And as your shoulder blades were released and responsive to gravity, the front of the torso feels so open and relaxed. The breath is unimpeded access to all of the organs. This one, the visualization I like here is a waterfall. Right from the top of your head down the front of the body, the energy and breath flows unimpeded down to the ground. So you allow yourself to be relieved, and you allow your awareness to settle in with that flow of breath, becoming gradually aware of more subtle tension being freed and released. Okay, so to exit this particular shape, you're going to take your time to bring your arms up and very purposefully, carefully bring the legs together. And then you're going to roll off the bolster. Take your time, go slow, and moving your props out of your way, you're going to lay down for Shavasana. A very similar process internally. Get yourself ready. Get a sweater or a blanket. Get your socks, eye pillows, or a scarf if you have it. Taking your time with this posture to really be meticulous and work all of the kinks out here. Because some of the tension in the form is already gone. But some of it will become a process of ease as you cultivate ease in the form. So just notice if there's a hair on your face, or if there's your low back is complaining, or your shirt is twisted in a weird way. Take a moment to really be meticulous about your form so that you can be completely relaxed in it. Palms face up, feet about as wide as your mat, with the legs rolling out. And the same kind of ease, that sense of allowing your body to be receptive to gravity, being gently aware of the process of release in the form. We begin to get even past the most subtle information that we're aware of, right? So now we're not even going to be controlling the breath. We're not going to be thinking as much as that is possible to do. We are so relieved that we become this still unit. Quiet and calm. And we cultivate an unattached awareness, aware of the head and all of the open spaces, aware of the neck and throat, aware of the shoulders, arms, and hands, aware of the chest. Noticing gentle, automatic movement within the chest and the rib cage. Noticing the abdomen. Being aware of the pelvis. Becoming aware of the thighs, front of the thighs, inner thigh, hamstrings, outer thigh. Aware of the knees. Aware of the calves, the shins, ankles, aware of the feet and the toes. Allow your awareness to settle within the realm of your body, right behind the belly button. And become aware of that subtle ebb and flow of the breath in the form. Okay, so you're going to gradually make your way back, taking deeper breaths, and gently moving the body, rolling onto the right side, and taking a pause before coming up to sit. Nice deep breath in full exhale. And come on up and have a seat. Excellent. So just for a moment before we go, we're a little bit behind. So if if you're busy or you have plans or you need to be somewhere, feel free to do what you got to do. But it would be, if you have the time, let's do nadi shodhana. So first, allowing yourself to return to that place of groundedness, of ease, and effortless alignment. And hopefully you're experiencing this shape and that effortlessness in a much less effortful way. You don't have to grasp or force. You feel open and you feel calm. Your breath feels unimpeded and able to reach from the top of your head to your toes. Okay, so we'll begin Nadi Shodhana with the mudra, right? So we're going to utilize our hand on our nose to alternately breathe through our nostrils. And gradually we're going to work our way more subtle so that it's a mental process alone. But for now, let's just start here. Letting the elbow rest on the chest, fingers pressing onto the pad of the thumb, using the wrist, cocking the wrist slightly and bringing the chin in. Take a moment just to breathe through both nostrils. Be aware of the process of breathing. Maybe becoming more aware of which nostril is plugged or which nostril is more plugged than the other. We're going to start through the right. When you're ready to next inhale, closing the left nostril, breathing in through the right. And then closing the right nostril, breathing out through the left. Inhaling left when you're ready. Exhaling right. And that's one round, allowing yourself to continue with the flow of your own breath. So try to stay in that easeful, non-effortful place as much as you possibly can. And just allow the breath to do what it does, just manipulating the nostrils with your hand. And relax the cavity of your mouth. Relax your tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the belly. So the next time you're ready to breathe outwardly through the right nostril, please do so. And release your hands back to your legs. And then inhale through the right nostril with your imagination. Exhale left. Inhale left and exhale right. Continuing the same sequence and just allowing yourself to do so with your mind. Keeping your jaw relaxed. Trying to not try. Letting your body be effortless. Letting your breath be long, smooth. And just a subtle touch with your awareness on the nostrils. So now continuing with the same back and forth that you have been, I want you to try to cultivate a little bit of a broader sense of the body and the movement of your breath through the body. So as you inhale right, the breath travels in and it travels down the left side of your spine. So if you've ever seen an image of the nerves leaving the spinal column through the bones of your vertebrae, it's fascinating. But it looks like cilia, if you know what that is. It looks like just hairy protrusions along the bones of the spine. So I want you to imagine that you could breathe and brush your breath right along all the nerves as they exit your spinal column. So you inhale right and the breath travels down the left side of your spine. As you exhale, you travel your awareness to the right side of your spine. It goes up. Exhale left. Inhale left and the breath travels down the right side of your spine. Exhale up the left side of your spine. Exhale right. Inhale right and let just a gentle brush of the breath and energy along your nerves. Exhale left. Don't get too bogged down. It's okay. Always returning to a long, smooth, automatic breath. You're just imagining. You're just using your mind to imagine. And allowing yourself now to be relieved of the practice of sided breath. Allow yourself to sit still in your body and feel that you have created a balance in the form. You can feel both sides of your torso. Letting yourself sit with ease. Let your breath travel just in the nose. Become aware of the nose and how the breath moves in and out of the body. And then both nostrils now. Unimpeded breath through both nostrils. And we'll lower the chin. Allow yourself to lengthen your neck and soften your intention. Allow your mind to be restful. Relax the face. And for a moment, create and grow that warm sense of gratitude in the heart. You bring the palms together. Let the thumbs touch the skin or the shirt. And I am grateful for these kinds of practices that infuse my life with awareness and ease, particularly when it's challenging to be alive, which is a lot of days. And I am, as always, very grateful to have anybody practice with me at all. So thank you for joining me this morning. It's a pleasure. Namaste.